We filed it's our second talking points case. And this was specific for email records and communication records from Secretary Clinton's office about the talking points that were provided to Susan Rice about the Benghazi attacks. The State Department didn't respond to our initial FOIA lawsuit, so FOIA request, so then we had to file the lawsuit. Once we filed the lawsuit, in or around...
Again, this is in 2014.
In 2014. In or around September, and the timeline is important here, in or around September of 2014, State Department tells us we're conducting the search, we should have it completed to you by November. And in November, we hear from the State Department, and they tell us that they've located 4 responsive documents, 4, all of which were already previously produced to us in our initial talking points case that we had requested records from Ambassador Susan Rice's office. And that's when you and I were talking, and we were looking at these 4 documents, and we were perplexed that these are the only documents that the State Department had uncovered. And on December 5th, the same day that Secretary Clinton returned those 12 banker boxes with her emails, is when the State Department provided to us an explanation of information that they withheld under certain exemptions under the Freedom of Information Act, like deliberate process or classified information, that sort of thing. And we weren't satisfied, so we went back to the State Department and we said, what did you search? Because we were questioning their search at that point. And by December 5th, State Department told us they were in custody of the 12 banker boxes, and they told us, we've searched all the records, potentially responsive records, and these are the only documents that we found.
And we should shut the case down.
Correct. The purpose for providing the explanation is called a draft bond index, and that's for purposes of settling the case, saying, look, the agency's done everything it's supposed to do. Let's settle the case now.
So what do we want out of this?
Well,
generally speaking, I guess, because I think it's the one big thing is people should realize we still don't have all the emails.
Well, that's my first thing, right? Let's go back to what we asked for. We asked for the communications about the talking points. So first, we need to have confidence that all potentially responsive records were searched and produced. So that's one of the things we want, right? The requests, the records that we requested. With the discovery of Secretary Clinton's email use, and for the first part to be done completely, and to meet its obligations under FOIA, you have to make sure you have all of Secretary Clinton's emails to search, right? To make sure that you have all the records that we asked for. And we don't have that confidence yet, so that's why we're doing this. So that's the first thing that we want out of this. The other thing is to know exactly what the State Department officials knew about her email use and when they knew it, because it's important in this case, which goes to the bad faith question. But look, these State Department officials are in front of the same court and this judge. How many times, and how many cases did they have back in 2014, 2015? And the truth just needs to come out about the truthfulness and the candor that they had towards the court.